Hello, everyone. My name is Michele Tryon, and welcome to CHKD Community Connections Take 10, where we invite you to take 10 minutes out of your day to reflect on your parenting journey and consider some strategies that may be helpful in supporting the well being of your family or students. Today's topic is taming temper tantrums. This is just a start, 10 minutes of food for thought. I encourage you, after listening, to continue to reflect on the ideas that are shared. And at any time, you can pause the webinar to consider your thoughts, ideas, and feelings about the content of the webinar, and then restart it. Here are our curiosity questions. What are temper tantrums? How can parents help? And what if the severity, intensity, length, or frequency of the tantrums is a concern? So, tantrums are a child's way of letting off steam when angry, when they're frustrated, or when they're overwhelmed. They provide a young child the opportunity to release the stress of sensory overload. So, whether your child is stressed by everyday demands or unexpected changes, tension can accumulate in the body, and tantrums provide a much needed release and a reset for young children. You can play a critical role in helping your child with the reset as they learn to regain composure after a temper tantrum and with setting realistic expectations that don't create unnecessary tension. So, this is the good news and the bad news. Temper tantrums are a normal part of child development. Tantrums are most common between ages 1 and 3 years old, and they generally begin to taper off by about age 4. So, how can parents help? Rest and routines. Make sure your child has enough rest and routine meal times, routines around bedtime and playtime and morning activities, getting into the car, just routines that can help them know what to expect can actually reduce temper tantrums. They're more prone to temper tantrums when they're tired or hungry, or when they're not expecting something that's about to happen, or when something they expect to happen doesn't. So, we do want to get into those routines so that they can regulate. We want to have realistic expectations. Don't expect a toddler to stay cooperative for a 4 hour long shopping trip or sit still for an entire church service. They need to be active and engaged. We can prepare by bringing along a book or a small toy to occupy them, keep their hands busy. Um, or while we're waiting, at a doctor's appointment, if we know we're going to be sitting, something that will keep them engaged. And they do begin to understand what behavior is expected in certain environments, but it is a process and they learn by trial and error. When they are able to calm down, encourage and praise them. Say, look at that, you were so mad and you were able to calm down. Sometimes parents think it's not okay for a child to be upset, which can lead to giving in or giving up when we have already set a healthy limit. Children can learn that upset is okay and that they can handle it. So we want to recognize regulation as it is developing. We also can provide choice for your child and yourself. So choose your battles. If your little one is angry because they don't want to ride in their car seat, ask if they'd like to listen to a song or look at a book when they're buckled in. That idea of when you're buckled in, then we can put the song on. You do have to stand your ground for reasons of safety, but if they want to wear their red sweater instead of a blue one, let them. It gives them the opportunity to practice making choices and they gain a sense of confidence. So stay regulated yourself. You have a fully developed nervous system. You can do it. Do not take it personally. Your child is just trying to figure out how the world works and needs your guidance when they're having a tantrum or a meltdown. Calm yourself and model calming for your child. Say something like, breathe with me. You can do it. When you breathe in through the nose and sigh it out, you actually kick off the parasympathetic nervous system, the calm down part of the autonomic nervous system. The body gets the message, I am safe and it's okay. So say things like that. You're okay. I'm okay. We got this. We can do it. I'm here. So when should I be concerned? Every child is unique. Some children are easily overwhelmed or may have sensory sensitivity. You want to learn to read your own child's cues. You're the best reader of your child. And observing your child and any patterns you see will be helpful as you try different strategies to support them on the front end, help them be prepared for something that's coming, or if you help them calm down after a temper tantrum. When we recognize patterns, it can also be helpful when you reach out to seek advice from a pediatrician or a professional. In general, you can try changing the environment to help a child who is feeling overwhelmed feel less tense. Speak calmly, turn down the TV or music, turn down the bright lights if it's a sensory overstimulation. And we know that temper tantrums should start to taper off by age 3 or 4. So if you do have any questions about the severity, length, or frequency of your child's tantrums, discuss the concerns with your pediatrician. So winding up here, consider just one thing. What did I learn? Or what did I already know that got reinforced? And what is one change I can make? So stay underwhelmed and practice self compassion. Don't try to change everything at once. Give yourself a pat on the back for the things that are going well. I'd like to encourage you to take 10 often, listen to other Take 10 webinars, or check out our many resources at the Parenting Resources and Dads in Action links. Reach out if you have any questions at outreach@chkd.org. And remember, your pediatrician is always your best source for questions about your child's health and well-being. Thank you for allowing CHKD to be your partner in parenting. Be well, everyone.